Welcome back to the Rwby Fancast. My name's Caleb, finally back again after 2 day episodes of everyone leaving me behind. I'm your host for today, and with me are my fellow hosts.
I thought I killed you.
I'm still very much alive. You can't
Rex,
keep a good pun master down.
Well, I'm Rex, and I gotta figure out how to kill Caleb, apparently.
All right, I'm Anthony. I got it right this time, at least. Got the timing.
I'm Adam, and I've got two jobs this episode. Find a way to keep Rex from killing Grant, and a way to praise Anthony.
Hold on, no, you got another job. I forgot to kill Anthony, too. Fuck.
Damn it. Oh, well.
Hold on.
So hopefully we're
I
all
can fix
finished
this.
by the
I
end
can
of
fix
this
this.
episode.
After last week, I can turn a blind eye to that.
Thank you.
As long as no one mentions shipping.
Hey, Anthony, where do you
No more
live?
shipping.
Fucking
All I want to
mentioned
do is come pay a visit.
I live in what's it called, Alaska.
You can visit me in Australia.
I'd do that. It's warm there.
So yeah, one might.
I do this thing so long as it's conveniently around RTX Sydney.
Like, the fucking weather here in PA has been ridiculous. Like, last week it was like 20, 30 degrees. Now this week is like 60-some degrees. There's a high of 70
Seriously.
on Friday. And the fucking but the goddamn groundhog saw his goddamn shadow. We're supposed to have 6 more weeks of winter. This is bullshit.
I don't want more winter. I want more
I
summer.
know.
It's going to be like 80 on Friday in Kentucky.
Well, then fucking go to
And then the
Kentucky
weekend,
then.
We're dropping down to 30.
It's getting so bright lately. I thought I was late for work because of how bright it was this morning, and it was only like
So you
6:30.
should have worn your sunglasses at night.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can watch you when you sleep in the lonely night. I honestly don't know that song.
I don't either.
I just realized we don't have
know
a
that I
background
wear my
image for this
sunglasses
episode.
part.
I can fix that. Ah.
Do it up.
Oh, we don't have a background for this episode?
I can get one.
Oh, no.
Huh, that's...
As long as it's not more shipping.
No,
God,
that-
fucking
No
damn
more
it.
shit.
You're bringing the word up again. Actually,
Can we ban that fucking
No,
word? No, let's not ban that word because
Nope.
we need that
we
word.
can.
No,
Because,
that's too.
No, not with this
Right.
item.
it's going to be a
because there's too much of
yearly
it.
event.
So, who wants to announce our banned word?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not either.
You know what? Screw it. I'll say it. From now on, the word spreadsheet is
And
banned.
why is it banned,
It's
Adam?
taboo. Well, you see,
Shipping.
we had a host named Anthony.
No, we don't have it.
Brings his
We still
fucking-
have him somehow. I failed to kill him. This is a bullshit right
And
fucking
he's going to
here,
suffer an
motherfucker.
accident soon.
You wasted your money on that assassin, man.
Wait, what assassin?
You didn't do a very good
I don't know what
job.
you're talking about. I didn't send an assassin. I don't know. Let's me my money back.
I mean, maybe if you paid me, I mean him more, he would have gotten the job.
Can I
done
pay
right,
you to
but,
kill
know,
him,
I
then kill
just,
yourself?
Damn it! I can't because then I can't use the money.
But then I'd get my money back.
Don't worry.
No,
about
wait, no,
it.
it-
I
it go to
got
your wife at that
contact
point.
who'll take care of them.
All right, guys. So we are finally done with Volume 4. It's been over for about a week now. It's been up on YouTube for a while. I think everybody's gotten their opinions on it. So
Yeah.
They
on
better
on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about all of Volume 4 from start to finish?
I'll go first. I give it a solid 7. Just because after Volume 3, it was the reprieve we needed. We didn't need more death, more killing, things like
For
that.
yourself. I can
We-
always use more killing.
Yeah, but that's only for Anthony and Grant. But we needed that nice rest period, and we got it. But something we'll cover this week is the 12-episode debate that Dakota brought up last week. And this volume, like I said, I'm giving it a solid 7. because it was good, but it felt short, it felt rushed. But, I mean, much like the Star Wars saga, it was what was needed to start the next trilogy of volumes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go next then if Adam's finished. All right. So I'd give it a pretty much like Adam. I'd give it like a 7. Like I'm not really like a
Copying
sophisticated
me
person.
much?
A decent human being.
Okay, I'm not a decent human being. Oh well. We can't fix that.
I can
But you're gonna do that.
kill you.
Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
Then you're just not a human
I don't
being
think-
anymore.
I'll be an ethereal asshole.
Eh.
Wait, no.
The ethereal asshole.
But
I thought that's my
What were you
fucking
going
nickname.
for?
anyway, I'm a person that likes more the fight scenes, but basically in volume 4 it was mostly just like narration and like dialogue. Like not much happened in my opinion compared to like the other volumes, but like I can kind of see why it's like that, but at the same time I'm just like it's kind of boring this volume. Right.
I can agree with that. I'm on the scale of 1 to 10. I'd give it about a 7 or an 8. It wasn't the best volume, but it definitely held its own among them. I feel like if each episode was even just a couple minutes longer, they could have done more with it. And I understand due to time constraints, and you can only do so much during a period due to animation, voice overs, and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's only so much you can do in a time period. So, all in all, I give it about the same, 7 or an 8. I think that leaves you, Rex.
What do I think of Volume 4?
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10. See, that just raises the question: what do I think of the other volumes? I'd say Volume 1 had to have been a 9, Volume 2 an 8, Volume 3 a 10. I'm gonna give Volume 4 an 8. Mainly because of the fact that not a lot happened. I mean,
Yeah.
we did get a lot of good plot progression, a lot of good character development, especially with Weiss. We talked about that last week in the season finale. We really saw all that come to a head, but not a lot happened. Like we didn't really
also
see
got an argument.
Yang reach her destination. We didn't see Blake do much of anything outside of being or getting home. Rwby got to Mistral, but that's kind of a bullshit thing. We already talked about that though.
Yeah.
And then Weiss, she left, but she didn't get anywhere yet. So it's like,
Well, I mean, she's currently
but she
flying,
hasn't gotten.
essentially,
What I'm saying is, we didn't get we didn't achieve a destination kind of thing. Is what I'm getting at. Volume 4 is an important volume, though. I can't stress that enough. After Volume 3, it was important to take some time, take a step back, and like reacquaint ourselves with these characters and see where we are, and take an inventory of what we've learned and where we've come and how far we've gone. Yes, that's all important.
I agree completely.
But that doesn't.
So
It just wasn't good.
I think the best way
in general, it was still good.
the best way to
It was needed. It was important, but it
definitely
wasn't
still
the
good.
best.
Yeah, I think the best way to summarize this volume is progression. just character
was
development.
important.
We've seen backstories. We've seen what's coming. We've seen what's going on, especially with Nora and Ren. A lot with Crow and Raven, and especially some with Tai Yang. So we're getting a lot of not really to put it down, but I guess the best way to put it is side character progression.
I wouldn't call them side characters.
That's
They're all
kinda-
main characters, really.
They're all main.
We're seeing more a lot of the characters outside of the main four, and I think that was a good
Exactly.
thing that came out of them splitting up. Was we saw character developments with Team Juniper, with Crow, and with we met fucking Tai Yang for one.
Finally. And I wanted to ask you guys about that actually. How do you feel about Bernie playing
He's
Tai
perfect.
Yang?
Perfect for it. I agree with Barbara 100%. He plays that dad role perfectly.
He does. I agree
how,
100%. At first, I was a little thrown off because
I always
how
loved
different their characters
I
seem.
always loved it.
I'm actually not a big fan of Bernie playing Tai Yang.
God fucking damn it. First bubble me now this shit. I'm a pistol whip you motherfucker.
So it took me a minute to get used to it, but I think once I watched the introduction episode a couple times and I got used to his voice, it matched a lot more.
I loved it since the end of Volume 3. When we first heard him in Volume 3, I'm like, holy shit, that's Bernie? Wait, is this it?
Yeah.
And then it came through and it was like, he's Ruby's and Yang's dad. I'm like, yes, that is such a perfect casting for him. Because he is a father
It
too.
is. It truly is.
He's been a father for years, and he's always been that kind of a role model and a head. Like he's been the head of the company. He's always had that role model appearance, and it's such a perfect character.
I
That the
feel
only
like
other person who I think could have voiced that character better, or just as good, I should say, would have been Matt Holland. But even that's a little iffy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And really, I wouldn't mind seeing Matt Holland be Tai Yang.
I just don't feel like
Just
he could have
'cause
done that role exactly.
I think Bernie seems
I
more
think
like a mentor role.
I feel like he'd be good as like Ironwood. Matt would be good as Ironwood.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
voice is it. I think Matt is more like they both have that mentor, but Matt is more of a leader, and Bernie is more of a father leader, a mentor kind of thing. And that's how I feel about Tai Yang. I mean, hell, in the Always Open, which we were talking about, the Rwby Always Open, Barbara said about how Bernie told her that he was going through and watching the volumes and listening to Yang's like grunts and everything, and trying to make his sound like that because she would have picked it up from him. And I'm like, that dedication and that commitment is just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just means he's like best suited for the role.
In the role.
So
I'm just saying,
this actually brings me into my next topic. What do you think about their training sessions and Yang's new arm kind of getting her?
Can you say family meeting?
It was done really well.
Okay.
Right? It was.
I love the training sessions because
the thing about
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
get.
I thought you were done.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna get so much hate.
Oh fucking A!
After after Volume 3 with the Vital Festival, and Yang just absorbing all this damage and just keep on going. Like, I guess she's supposed to be like the brawler.
She's supposed to be the brute.
But
yeah.
Well, she's a boxer, basically.
Yeah, but every boxer gets knocked down every once in a while. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, some
other
others.
boxers.
Yeah.
Even I don't know a lot of boxers, honestly.
Ronda Rousey.
But
Yeah, you could not pay me to fight Ronda Rousey.
No, I'm saying like getting knocked down. Because she got knocked the fuck out.
Twice.
Yeah.
And the first time, that was a great moment. I mean, I love her as a fighter.
I don't pay much attention to MMA, but I knew of her and everything. And like she was undefeated, and then she just got like the 2 times that she has lost, she's gotten the shit kicked out of her, and that says a lot about her.
She underestimated.
And I think that's. I mean, hell,
and
perfect segue. that relates right back to Yang. Yang could take all this damage and never get knocked down, but
It really
the few
does.
times that she has, her fight with Neo and then this time with Adam, she got knocked the
Yeah.
fuck down.
Okay, I want to bring something up here that
Shoot.
I feel like not a lot of people are talking about.
What's up?
In her fight against Neo, Yang was very tired and very stressed about what Dr. Oobleck was talking to her about and fighting Grim constantly for that whole day. So she was not at her best.
Then at the same way,
So
none of them were.
I'm hoping.
But yet
I'm
Blake
hoping
won
at
hers. Weiss did pretty good in hers.
but Weiss still lost.
Still.
So
That was
and
only
Blake
because she
just
was
barely
all,
won.
I gotta rewatch that fight,
honestly.
but still, that doesn't mean much. That doesn't mean everything to the fight. The
So
fact is that
it doesn't
she couldn't
necessarily.
even land a
And you
hit
stop and
on
think
Neo
about it.
and got angry
So it
quickly.
doesn't necessarily
and
mean. I'm not saying she
Going
would've
back
won.
to the
Let me pull into
I
this.
realize that's what
I'm
you're
not
saying. I'm
she
just
would've
saying
won.
that goes back to what Ty said about how she relies too much on
Go
her semblance.
how she's
She
won't
got
pull
too
out.
relying on
quickly.
her semblance
She
too
got
much.
angry way too quickly in that fight, and that's what caused her to lose.
And that's what destroys her every single
Yeah.
time. So each time when she lost, while she wasn't at her best, that doesn't necessarily guarantee she would win. So I'm really hoping that Neo comes back, but because we haven't been confirmed that Neo is actually dead. The
No,
last
they
time we
said
saw her,
she'll come back.
she floated off. She just kind of just went up into the air into a cloud of Grim, and that was that. We haven't actually been confirmed that Neo is dead.
Headcanon.
and then,
I had to think of where this comes. Headcanon. Neo comes back, but because Ruby killed, quote unquote, killed Torchwick, she's not Ruby's bitch now. Prison rules, bitch.
Prison rules.
I was gonna say that like Yang, like when she fights, she's easily provoked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely. In her fight against Team Funky, all it took was a couple mean words, and that threw her off her game
About
completely.
weight,
and she almost
And it
won
took
by
Weiss
luck.
sacrificing herself for her to snap out of it.
Exactly. And then at that point, it was pure luck because Neon just skated into a geyser, got shot up in the air.
She
and
lost
that
her
was
balance.
the only thing that Yang. Exactly, that's the only thing that Yang needed. If she hadn't lost her balance, how can you say she would have
Well,
won
wait,
that fight?
Yang caused her to lose her balance, didn't she?
into the. No, she was also forced into the like part of the rocky arenas.
Exactly.
So like if she stayed in the part where was like mostly flat surface, she would have won.
Exactly. Neon took her into her territory where there was stuff laying around, there were obstacles where she could get around very easily.
Yeah.
So honestly, I agree with Tai Yang 100,000%. She needs to fight with her head more than she does with her fists.
Yeah.
And any fighter will tell you that 80% of a fight is imagining what's going to happen. 80% of a fight is mental.
I do want to point out as well. Okay. If you read The Art of War, you can see that Yang always rushes in.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, well, to reference the Battle of Beacon and the fight she had with Adam waited. He allowed her to make the mistake. And she did by just rushing in without thinking. Now, people will say, oh, well, Blake was in danger. But the second she got Adam's attention, I mean, she could have easily fainted and drawn his attention away from Blake. And Blake could have used that time to get out of harm's way, and they could have ran. So
I completely understand why Yang did what she did. She was scared. There's nothing else to say about it. She was.
You got to add in all the other shit that had been happening up until that point. They didn't know where Ruby was.
Suddenly, White Fang
there were
everywhere.
White Fang and Grim
the
everywhere.
Army's there.
There was fighting.
So her first thought was find my team.
Yeah.
where is my team? I need to find them. And then as soon as she saw that they were in danger, she was scared of losing them.
Going
Yeah.
back to her motherly,
Because
a part of her being motherly.
not even with her mother.
No,
but
not
think
with
back
her
to Volume
mother.
2.
Her being motherly. Her being the mother and the parent figure.
her.
Well,
Yeah, I
you
can see that,
actually
but
go back a
think
little bit
farther
Wanting
back
to
further
into
than
protect her
Volume 2.
teammates.
Because think back into Volume 2, the whole reason she wants to be strong is because she wanted to protect Rwby, but she couldn't.
Yeah.
And Crow had to come and save her. And she realized that she pulled a stupid move, and because she was not strong enough, she not only almost died herself, but almost got Rwby killed.
Yeah. But and that's something that I don't think people realize. I mean,
I think that's something that I don't think anybody in the fandom has discussed yet. Is that thought process? I think so far we're the only ones who have actually brought that thought up.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of Yang. I'll say that.
God damn it,
She's
it just
not a
keeps
bad
getting
bastard.
worse.
Why
not
you
a
gotta be such a
character.
bastard, Adam? Why you gotta bag on my favorite character?
Whoa. She's
She has
awesome, but
so
she's no
much
favorite
potential.
character. She's not the best.
Yeah,
No,
yes,
she is not the
Yeah.
best.
She's still a fucking badass.
But she's not the fucking best
I'm
character there is in the goddamn
white.
show.
Yang best girl.
No,
Confirmed.
fuck yourself, it's
Yes.
Rwby.
Yes.
Oh god.
She,
You guys remember
I don't
this
need
is
to fuck
what
myself. I got
led
someone to do that for
Shift
me.
Week. You guys do remember that, right?
I thought we discussed.
I'm going to kill
never talk about
motherfuckers.
that.
I'm going to kill motherfuckers. I swear to fucking God.
Motherfucker's gonna die tonight.
You're that
We're
motherfucker.
launching into stuff that brings that up. But back to Yang. Okay. Like I said, she's not a bad character. She has so much potential. But much like Luke Skywalker in Star Wars A New Hope, you can feel bad because her mentor died. Because we don't know who her mentor was. Okay. But she loses an arm. And that's the thing that actually makes me feel sympathetic for her. But at the same time, all the time she rushed into battle beforehand, I mean,
I don't think she's going to be doing that anymore. And I think honestly think that's one of the main reasons they decided on what they did to make her lose her arm.
Yeah.
Is because in every single fight she leads
She
the
needed
charge.
to be knocked the fuck
I'm going
down.
to say this now.
Exactly.
Her losing that arm, that's going to send her to a whole nother level. She's going to become Luke Skywalker of Return of the Jedi.
Can I?
Where he understands he doesn't have to fight. He just has to wait for them to make the first mistake. She's going to realize, I don't have to fight. Let them make the first mistake and make it their last mistake. Okay?
Here's the thing.
And that's the beautiful thing.
I'm really hoping that's what they do with it, is that they don't just make it a thing that happened and then she's really depressed about it and then it's, okay, I'm over it now. Like, I really hope that's not what
They
happened.
kind of did that in order to get her on the move and go after Rwby. But that's not going to be the end of it. But
yeah,
and that's the one thing I love about the season. I think everyone can safely say we all knew Yang was going to get the robotic arm. We all knew that. For it to be in like the first two episodes, I think that shocked everyone. But everyone loved the fact that she didn't take it right away. She didn't want that right away. But eventually she warmed up to the idea and accepted it.
She accepted it finally. Have you guys... I don't know if you guys have seen the picture of her like sitting on her bed with the arm at the side, and she's like, "I'm not gonna."
I knew that.
And then the arm is like, "I have 26
vibration settings.
Vibrating modes.
Settings."
And she's like, "My resolve is weakening." Bzz, 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 bzz.
Dude,
there goes
I've seen the
filter.
Tumblr version of that.
I don't want to see a Tumblr version
I
of
can send
that.
it to you.
No, thank you.
I just have to
No,
find it.
thank you. I don't want to see it. No, thank you.
And
No,
looking it
thank
up.
you. No, we're gonna move on. Okay. Staying on the subject of Volume 4, favorite episode of Volume 4 out of all 12.
Let me go first. I might just get mine. Last one, of course. Well, that's because like it wrapped.
It wrapped nothing up. It was a nothing episode. Okay, I'm good.
Wow.
I hate
Ignore
that
Rex.
episode.
For
Yeah.
he knows not what
The
he
fuck
speaks
I
of.
don't, go fuck yourself.
But
Go ahead, continue.
basically, I'm just like, it got that like moment of relief for me with Ren and Nora. That's my first point. Second, that epilogue
After
though.
credit scene.
Yeah. Why?
That
Very,
episode
very
caused
good.
a lot of dissension last week.
Yeah, and basically it just means we're gonna see more of Oscar like in Volume 5, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about that, to be honest, because like he's a new character that's just like been recently released into the 4th volume, and we haven't heard much about him. So like, we heard barely next to nothing about him.
Yeah.
So like,
On the subject of Oscar, I think he's going to honestly fall under Jean more than anyone. This is just my prediction. I think he's going to fall under Jean more than anybody because he's just a farm boy. He has no fighting experience that we know of.
I mean, he
And
does have Osborn in his head, so
but that's all he's got. Oz doesn't necessarily control him. Literally, all he's got is that cane, and we don't know what that cane does. Like, as far as we know, all that cane does is extend stuff. We haven't seen it do necessarily anything.
When he fought against Cinder.
yeah,
But what did it really do? Honestly, like he just kind of
Like
swung it around at her,
Maybe all of his powers are harnessed in that cane because it has to be passed down.
and it very well
or his
might be.
coffee mug.
The endless coffee mug. But what I was saying is, at this moment, we don't know what the cane does. As far as we know, it doesn't do anything. It literally might just be
I'm
a
still
cane.
laughing at the picture.
But then again, we all thought Dr. Oobleck wasn't carrying a weapon, and then suddenly his
thermos became
a flamethrower. Like
I don't think flamethrower is the right term for that.
Whatever it was,
Hammer
it was
of Dawn.
legit. Like
It's a hot fire. That's a flamethrower.
it was a hot dog launcher.
Hey Caleb, why don't you look at the admin chat?
Oh my god!
I
It
want
took
you
me a while
to
just
draw.
to get that.
I want you to draw
Oh, I've seen this
like
one. It's not
just
that bad.
firing hot dogs and Beowulf's going to fetch them, please. It's for science purposes.
So, somebody make a drawing of Dr. Oobleck launching hot dogs out of his thermos. That's all I want in life right now.
That seems like
Seriously,
such a
somebody make
gross image.
I just
And just the White Fang members just kind of looking at him like,
Have you guys
"What's
seen
going
like give like the guy opens a tube and it's like just this endless like spring loaded thing?
Oh, of the glitter?
No, it's like I don't know. It's you know how like they have like as a kid you had that little can and you open up and the snakes will pop out.
I
Yeah.
wonder how
This
Jeff
guy
would
had a
feel
tube
about
of that. He opened it and it was just endlessly coming out, and then he opened another one that he had over his shoulder and it was endlessly coming out, but they were all like pink. So someone like they took a gif of it and put it on Facebook and it was like how hot dogs are made kind of thing.
Are you a magician?
Yeah.
All right. So my favorite episode, I think, had to be the Crow versus Tyrion fight. Because for a long time, just from the like 2 seconds we saw Tyrion in the opening theme, a lot of people thought his style was capoeira. which is a Brazilian martial art basically for
Dance fighting.
dance fighting, basically to disguise martial art as a form of dance. So, but we later found out what Tyrion actually was, being a scorpion faunus. Still really legit, by the way. And
That was
another
a
thing
great
that nobody
reveal.
really understood his weapon until they saw the tail.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of clicked. It was like, oh, holy crap, he's a scorpion faunus, which was super legit. And then we also learned, well, we didn't learn in that episode. We learned in the next episode more about Crow's semblance, that he doesn't just turn into a crow. It ties in with his bad luck. So, and a lot of
we still don't know that that's a semblance though with the crow. We don't know much about his semblance in general, really. Other than he's just cursed with bad luck. That's all we really know.
Right. Basically, the only thing that we've absolutely confirmed is that he's just has bad luck.
And that he doesn't. He also he doesn't really have much of a semblance, like in the way that he has her ultimate kind of thing, Hulk strength. Blake has her shadows. Weiss has her glyphs, and Rwby has her speed. He doesn't have something like that. He has something different. He's kind of like cursed with it, and cursed with this bad luck that comes with it. But we still don't know really what it is.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of people are theorizing that it's not a curse for him, only for other people.
Well, no, that
it's within a certain radius.
It's a curse on him that it affects the people around him.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
That's how curses work.
It also affects his fighting style, because I found a video. I have to find it. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is about.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
But people are theorizing that he uses it in a fighting style because, like, during his fight against Tyrion, he kept like falling through stuff and stuff kept falling on him. And at the moment, it just seemed like it was just kind of good luck for Crow. But now we know it's bad luck for Tyrion that this stuff is happening. And not only him, but it was happening to Rwby when she was getting close too. And that's why he kept saying, no, stay away from me, stay away. Because if you get too close to Crow, then it kind of, quote unquote, triggers the effect of the bad luck. So some people are theorizing right now that it's within within a certain radius of Crow is how it affects you.
Yeah, and there were also speculations that his semblance also affected
Summer,
people that were not in combat. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be like only meant for fighting.
Right, exactly. Sometimes bad things just happen, quote unquote.
Like but I think I saw the video that you were referring to, and the video does refer to that one episode where Crow is first introduced at a bar, where after he left the bar, and then the
guy just drops the glass and he's like, oh gee darn.
Yeah.
And we thought it was just like the guy was clumsy, but maybe it was just bad luck.
Yeah. Maybe it was done on purpose.
Yeah. No.
So which I think is super interesting, because that then ties him back all the way until Volume 3, because that means that's how far ahead they were thinking about this. Because if they knew, hey, this guy's semblance is going to be bad luck, so basically every time we show him around people, something bad has to happen to them. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Did we lose him?
Anthony?
No, what? No.
He muted himself.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just edit that part out, but basically that just shows that they were thinking all the way until Volume 3 about his semblance.
Yeah, like it was already premeditated, like this whole situation.
So,
well, I mean, you could even say that about his fight with the winner, anyway.
And you could, and he knew it was going to happen. We all thought as soon as Ironwood showed up, he automatically knew basically what was going to happen, and that's why he put his weapon away, because he knew his bad luck was going to tie in. And we all thought it was just because they knew each other prior and he knew how she worked, and while that still kind of stands, he more of knew that his semblance was kicking in for her.
Yeah, but
So it was just bad luck for her that Ironwood just happened to show up at that exact moment.
Very convenient.
yeah,
Exactly. So we all thought it was out of sheer convenience, but what if it wasn't?
dun dun dun.
So stuff to think about going into Volume 5 here in a few months. Well, not just a few months. I think I saw on the hiatus it's theoretically about 200 some days.
What?
Something like that.
Yeah, we've got
It
a
comes
while
back in
to wait.
October, I think. So
It comes
Just
back
about,
in the
yeah.
fall.
Okay, why don't you go then, Adam?
okay, my favorite episode, episode 8. Okay, just because it raised so many questions, like the religion, God of Darkness, created ground, created winter, created death, despair, all that. God of Light, spring, love, I guess friendship, and both of them combined created humans, and to an extent, pawns. And you hear Crow say, not many people are religious anymore. So, what made them doubt their religion?
It takes quite a bit to make someone
Science.
doubt their faith.
Yes. I mean,
Even with scientific evidence, people will still stand by their faith.
yeah,
It's what they want to believe.
Exactly.
and that's the whole thing. Like, for example, I mean, we know Osmond.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hold on, guys. Hold up, guys. I gotta take this.
All right, Rex, go ahead.
I don't have my episode. I was working on it.
He's still not done yet.
All right.
Quick, someone think of something.
You can't see it, but I'm dancing. I swear it's pretty fucking funny.
We'll just go into some of the fandom
All right.
stuff.
Actually, so I think my favorite episode would probably either be Chapter 4 Family or Chapter 5 Menagerie. Those are the episodes that we see Yang and Blake and see them meet up with their families, see their kind of backstory. It's really interesting because we really get to learn about Yang and how she's dealing with after the fight, which is something that everyone wanted to know, and I personally really wanted to know. And we also see where Blake went, and that's another thing I want to know. We get to see a lot about a lot of the unknown, and that's the thing. Like Rwby, we knew where she was going. Weiss, we knew where she was, but Blake and Yang, we didn't know how Yang would take this, and we didn't know where Blake was going. So I think that's the those are probably my two favorite episodes. I can't really pick one off the top of my head because I don't remember them off the top of my head. But the thing is about this volume in general is just, goddamn a cat. But it's just like I don't remember many of the episodes, and I don't know which ones are my favorite because there just weren't any ones that really stood out amongst the other ones. They're all really good, but none really stood out.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I really like Blake's episodes. She only got a few this season, but they were really, really good.
I mean, there wasn't much
and
they
honestly,
could do with
probably
her
some of
there.
my favorite in the seasons. Like out of the whole series, they were probably some of my favorites, especially meeting Gira and Kali, who are so. So here's the thing: we kind of see that Blake is more of a rebellious teenager than a fighter because we see
The
that
parents
she
just don't
has
understand me. God.
she has two very loving parents who are just worried about her, and while she believed in what they were not really fighting for but were standing for, she grew up in the sense seeing that it wasn't really making a difference to just stand for it, and therefore she decided to fight for it, and that's how she ended up with Adam. That
Basically,
we
diplomacy
see at
doesn't
least.
work, in her opinion.
Exactly.
Well, no, I think she thought that, but she
So-
doesn't think that anymore. Clearly, she thought
Yeah, she
thought that we need to fight back, but when
fighting
it was
each
just
other,
like slaughter all the innocent people. Well, that. Yeah.
she's seeing that fighting isn't going to change anything if you're hurting innocent people.
Basically,
That's what-
she sees that fight.
That's why
as,
I
like,
don't
fighting
hurt
as,
innocent
like,
people. Only the guiltiest motherfuckers there are. I'm talking about you two.
Basically, wow.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
But I think it. In Blake's opinion, like she thinks that like fighting would just cause more fighting. And like that's the simplest I can put it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does, so she's not wrong. So, all right, I think we got pretty much everybody, save for Adam.
No, Adam
Yeah,
unless he-
started, but wait, did we have
He finished halfway.
we have two latecomers into the call? Do we? Do we have two?
We're supposed.
No.
Wait, what the fuck is happening with the call? Oh, it's like ringing everyone again. Oh,
Why is it
Yeah,
ringing?
it was raining for some
what
reason.
the? I don't fucking know.
I put in our chat though that we're in the middle of recording, so not to jump in. So hopefully everybody sees it. So, but let's go ahead and jump into fandom stuff because that's kind of what we're supposed to be about.
Yeah, that's our whole point, you know.
So I think we've pretty much introduced our. No, Adam, we can't hear you.
Is he even talking?
He put something in the chat. He asked if we can hear him, but
Mhm.
we can't. So, yes or no? Should we continue?
He said, "Well, he just wants us to continue in case like events like this happen." So,
Yeah. So,
dealing with
all
some
right.
personal shit.
Let's just keep it going, and if he can jump back in, he can.
Yeah, that's something that he has
He
to
will.
figure out on his end.
So I've got our little Tumblr up. For those of you who do want to follow us, we're at Rwby Fancast, RWBY FANCAST. So, and that's pretty much everything. If it's not Rwby Fancast, it's Rwby FNCT. And I've got a couple people up here that we're following at the moment. Let's see here. First person I want to point out is an artist, very good artist, Rin Lizzie, RINLIZZIE.
Hey, real
Very
quick, make sure you
good
put
artist.
a link to these in like our like show notes so we can put them in the description for you guys to see that. And then when we
I'm
upload
working
this
on it.
episode.
I'm working on. I'm trying to get the URL for it, but I'll go ahead and see if I can post one of her pictures really quick if I can figure out how. Yes, save the photo. Jump back in here.
will this be the part where we have a technical difficulty cut in?
Or we could just
Yeah,
cut it out.
probably.
Cue the polka music.
Da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Just let me do the thing. Come on.
Da 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 da. I'm dead inside.
It's a Rwby Fancast, everyone. Where technical difficulties is our biggest
I want to
concern.
take a nap.
Here we
Why
go,
am I so
finally.
fucking tired.
It's because you keep on scheming to kill people.
All right, so this is
It
just
takes
one
a lot of
photo
time,
that I pulled
okay?
from her Tumblr. It does take a lot of time. So this is just one photo, and basically a lot of the art style is the same, but they're all very,
Hold
very
on, let me
good.
see if I can. Let me see if I can save this to my computer so I can put it up on the stream.
I might honestly make this one of my screensavers or one of the other ones. She's got a very cutesy art style,
Hold on, I'm
and
working,
it's all very well done. It's really sharp and very on point.
I'm working on saving this, but my computer's taking forever.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of preoccupied with
And then
Like, very.
there's that. And then Oh wait, it's downloading.
It has like a very cartoonish style.
Yeah.
Stop
Here's one
talking
of
about
Blake.
I haven't even uploaded it yet. Stop talking about the picture. Let me get it up on the fucking thing.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to talk
Let me
about
pull
the
it up
pictures.
first so they can see what we're talking about.
That's why we're a fan cast. We're supposed to talk about
I'm
the
saying
stuff.
let me get it so they can see it there. And then there's one of Blake's as well.
Where are you putting it? Are you putting it in our
No, I'm
chat?
putting it on the video itself. I'm showing
Oh,
it off.
okay. I get what you're saying.
But I gotta download it, then I gotta wait for it to download, then I gotta go into the other thing and I gotta put it up and open it up, and you guys are fucking talking about it before I can even do that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Fucking kill me, I'm dead.
Cause this is thriller. Don't sue me.
Great, now we're canceled. Thanks to Grant, everyone. We bring him back for an episode and he fucks us again.
And I'm
Michael
not even
Jackson
drunk
will,
this time.
Michael Jackson will come out of the grave and sue us.
There, I got him up.
You good now? You couldn't have done this during editing?
No, I have to do it now while it's recording. That's how OBS works. I realize you haven't been here, but this is how OBS works.
I don't know what OBS is because I'm not an editor.
It's not editing, it's what I'm using to record.
So, and see here, looking through what else this person has. Let's see here. Miraculous Ladybug. I've honestly never seen that show.
I don't even know what show that is.
Here, a lot of other Ruby stuff. Really good one of Yang. Really good Emerald. Penny. It's basically all. It's kind of like cartoony, but not cartoony. Like if that makes sense. Like it's all very well made.
It's like a picture, but it's not a picture.
Yeah, it's more like a portrait. Let's see here. I don't know if this art is just a reblog.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Why am I so tired? I need food.
Oh, this one's really cool.
You need 5-hour energy.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull works, but it tastes like shit. Monster's delicious,
Yeah, it really does.
but it doesn't.
Yeah,
It doesn't like give you enough as much energy as Red Bull.
We deviated from fan art to energy drinks. How great is that?
We could go back to talking about
I'm
what we
working
were
on
talking about before we started this, which was Tinder.
Here's another one I found by someone different called OroWorks. OROWORKS. Got like the little angel devil thing going on with Neo.
Is that
I
Ruby
can't-
on the left? I think.
Yeah.
I can't really show that because it's a screenshot. And
I can just upload the regular picture.
Just send it to
that works.
much better.
So I really like this one actually.
Yeah, 2 sides to every story, basically.
Exactly. And we don't really necessarily know that Neo is evil. We just know she might just be on the wrong side.
She might be
What?
misguided.
I don't know why people think she's evil. She only slaughtered a couple people. She's not that bad.
Who is she actually killed on screen?
No one.
Exactly. While she helped, she didn't necessarily directly kill anybody.
She wasn't a direct murderer. Yes.
Exactly.
Unlike me.
Like Cinder and Roman were, and even the same can be said for Mercury and Emerald, because they kind of seem like they're really
both
sure
pieces
of their
of
actions
shit, though.
now.
No, Mercury's very sure of his actions. We saw that at the end of Volume 3, where he was fucking laughing at everyone, at the innocent people getting hurt. Emerald felt fucking bad about it. He was a piece of cunt shit and didn't.
Yeah, Mercury seemed to be getting.
I hope you guys like my new catchphrase. You piece of fucking cunt shit. I need a.
I mean, can we just break his legs for real?
We already broke his legs. I need a shirt that says that.
What? That he gets his kicks out of it?
So many reasons
He does it for
to
kicks.
kill.
Who's higher up on the list, me or Grant?
Do I have to pick?
Yes. If you had to pick one, who do you want to kill more at this moment?
I gotta. Grant, what are your favorite and least favorite ships?
Let's see here. Favorites Bumblebee. Second favorite's White Rose.
And least favorite?
Oh, a second favorite. Not first.
No, Bumblebee's my favorite.
I can accept that. At least it's not his fucking least favorite. Unlike you, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you're in the doghouse for that.
What is your least favorite though? What is your least favorite?
Okay, let's see here. I'm not gonna include the incest because that's all just on the bottom
we all
immediately.
agreed
So
on
I'm not gonna include any of that.
I don't think any of us were planning to include that, but okay.
Let's see here.
Ah, shit.
Shoot, honestly, let's see here.
Honestly, there are no bad ones.
No, there are bad ones.
There are definitely bad ones.
Have to be Roman and Rwby.
Yeah.
No. After giving it some thought, I decided to like take back what I said about White.
Oh, really? You're trying to fucking save your life, huh?
No, I know I'm going to hell already. It's okay.
See, here's the thing about I'm gonna say Roman and Rwby as well as Cinder and Rwby. It's cute.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It's cute, but when you get into like the dominatrix shit, you get into some NSFW stuff there, and that's
scary.
Just porn.
Yeah, that's basically just a lot of stuff I don't want to get into.
I mean, if you're into that, you're into that. That's one thing. At least we all can all agree that about how bad incest is.
I mean, everyone has their own taste, but
yeah, I'm not gonna get into my tastes.
I kind of don't want to.
No one does.
Let's save. Yeah, God damn it! All my fucking. All right, sorry, podcast. This is gonna be annoying because for some reason Windows wants to pop up my Xbox achievements on my laptop right now. It literally just popped them like, oh great. And usually when it pops one, it updates all the ones I've gotten for today. So I've gotten like 2 or 3 today.
Check these out. These are really cool. I like these ones. Let me get the name for them real quick. This is just kind of part of a series of photos on this person's.
Dude, what was that?
This is. I'm gonna mess this up if you're watching. Sorry. Caparalpus.
Caparalpus.
Capralepus.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
So really
I was gonna
good.
say something there.
Basically, around it's kind of like those 2 photos I just put up are kind of like a series of photos into like the story of volume 1 to end of volume 3. It looks like, and they're all very, very well made. Around the same art style. It looks like.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Can't deny that.
I'm still trying to think of what I was gonna say.
It's got that. It kind of feels like pencil drawn, but like professionally painted at the same time.
I remember what I was gonna say.
This person.
So talking about what we're into, we'll say that till the next ship week,
which is going to be a while.
No, let's not go into that again. I don't need another mark on my head.
I mean, you already have 2. So
true. You're right. I'm gonna die anyway.
I mean, for all I know, I'm not even sure. I know Grant may have one on your head because he's fucking. He likes White Rose too, so fucking I don't know.
This is really cute.
Do you want to kill him too or no?
Not yet.
What about?
It's not as
Would
bad
you
as
would
Rex.
you like to help me torture him?
Torture I can do.
All right.
This sounds like a next Frozen song.
Do you want to help me torture?
We
Yeah,
can
sounds
gouge
alright.
out his fucking
I'll let you use the
eyes.
knife. We can stab him in the
Or
arms.
in the legs.
Grant Rex, everyone.
Anywhere we want.
We used to be good buddies. And then he didn't ship a white rose.
And now we're not.
So now he can just go die.
Bro, at least I don't know. I have
Do
a
you
place
want
for
to
me later
torture a
tonight.
cunt? It doesn't have to be a cunt. Fuck you, Adam.
Okay, die.
Next hit song, everyone.
Trademark Rex and Grant.
The ultimate duo.
Oh. Yeah.
The R
No,
the R
but,
and K
speaking
connection.
Say again.
Wait, the R and K connection. Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay. But basically while we're still into like fan arts and like fan submissions, have you guys ever seen the status the volume 4 status pages?
I've seen them, but I don't like them because every time I look
Yes.
at them, like I can read it, but then you get to the red text, I'm like, and that just is a red blur.
Yeah, you really have to kind of get it focused in.
Yeah.
Look at this one I found. This one is by Dashing Ice Cream.
I can't
Another
put all these on the
artist.
freaking video.
Yes, you can.
I can.
This one's really cutesy, actually. So I'm just gonna admit,
Oh my god.
I really like cutesy stuff. I don't really care who the ship is. I really like cutesy stuff.
Like,
Grant's a hard man.
speaking of which, welcome to the country. Speaking of which, talking about artists. If you go on Twitter, we are on Twitter, and we blog a lot of art from one artist individual. Since I run the Twitter, it's one of my personal favorite artists. He's called Mojo Joe J, and then a bunch of fucking numbers. I don't know, but he's a really good artist. He makes a lot of fucking awesome art. He's a Japanese guy too, really cool. And the cool thing about it is he's one of the people who helped with the character design of Rwby Chibi. So you have him to thank for the awesomeness that is Rwby Chibi and how the characters look.
Oh, I think I read about that actually. I remember that.
Awesome Rwby fan artist. There's also a bunch of other ones.
I
If you
think
follow
that's
us
one
on
of my.
Twitter, I reblog them constantly, so I retweet them constantly, so you'll see them pop up in the feed. A lot of them are like Korean and Japanese names, so I can't fucking pronounce them. They always have characters in there from their language, and I'm like, I don't know.
So for the most part,
I also have the
we're just
Rwby and
kinda
Neo picture up as well.
Cool. So I think we'll leave it at that for this week, and then we will cover more specific character drawings.
Yeah, this was very much so
And
a
then
free-form
we'll-
episode. We didn't even have a plan going into this. We're like, we're going to discuss Volume 4.
No, we had a plan. Then it just like
we had a semi.
The thing is, we can't really discuss much about. I mean, we could discuss favorite characters, really, but we can't discuss much about the soundtrack because that's not out yet. That won't be out for another couple months.
I cannot wait for that soundtrack to come out.
The anticipation is killing me.
I buy it every single time. Like I constantly check iTunes